Do not be deceived by the high value man, high value woman content. I've started attracting high value men. Hey, talking about the deception of the high value man, high value woman. Do not let anyone deceive you. I personally think that ever since I turned 25 years old, I feel like I am transformed. I feel like I've started being in control of my life. I've stepped into the leader of my life, you know. I'm now doing things that I want to do, not just because the society wants or your parents want or your family want. For example, I'm not applying for jobs because I just do not want to apply for jobs. I don't know why everyone thinks that everyone is meant to be an independent woman. Maybe I do vision myself as a rich billionaire housewife. You know, so nobody should judge anyone. This means that I have accepted my desires. If you want to be a rich billionaire housewife, accept it. If you want to be an independent woman, accept it. And don't conform into the societal standards or social media standards, you know. And for example, the standards say that you have to be independent, which is often tied to money, tied to the bag. Every woman is expected to get the bag. But my question is, what about emotional independence? What about psychological independence? Can you think for yourself, or is it just all about financial independence and everyone has to work? I'm gonna give a disclaimer, please. If you hear the cows, I am in the village, okay? So yeah, and appreciate my beauty. I mean, how about women who are supposed to be brilliant, who should be encouraged to be brilliant? Society and social media has tied value into money. Like, if you do not have money, you do not have value. And I think it's personally a generational problem. We are the problem because we value money so much and you do not see the real value. Money is not the real value. The real value is that cannot be taken away. It is what is inside all of us. All the videos that I've watched on the internet about high value woman, high value man, all of them have this specific point on money, on getting the bag, packaged into different words. And it just makes me wonder, why is it that we've become a generation that focuses on money instead of what real value is? We do look at the fruit, which is the money, instead of looking at the value which comes from the process of someone becoming, growing into this woman they want to become or the man they want to become. Instead, we focus on the money, which is the fruit of actually the value of who you are, the process, the journey of you actually making this money. Let me give you guys a story time of my friend. I have this friend who I actually talked to him about how I want to have a man who actually is open to investing in me, on his woman. Like, you know, there are different forms of investments, by the way. And I remember telling this friend that, is it that all men just want a vagina in exchange of them investing in you? Yeah, I know that sounds so vulgar, but it is what it is. Call it what it is, okay? In this day and age, we have men who do not believe in investing in their woman anymore. They want you to give something for you to get something. I was basically asking my friend, is that what I'm required to do? And I remember him giving me this example of this lady who he actually invested his time and money in, on actually taking her out and just spending money on her. He's basically paying for his time, and he told me it's because of the vibe. This woman had a vibe, this woman had a personality. And I was like, I had an epiphany where I was like, so you don't need to trade your body to just get a man who can invest in you. Some men can actually invest in you just because of your personality. So you have to invest in you, invest in your vibe, do the inner work basically, so that you can attract this man. I know there are men who don't believe in investing in women, so that is not the kind of money you need. You need a man who is investing in you and has to see something in you for them to be like, I want to invest in this girl. And for him, he was like, you need to invest in your personality, do the inner work, radiate this energy, work on your energy, work on your aura. I talked about that in the previous video on how to date successfully as a Christian single lady, so you should go and watch that video. It reminded me of my crisis actually, which is the deception. The why we are doing this video, because I'm talking about the deception of the high value man, high value woman. Do not let anyone deceive you. I was in that era where I was being deceived by the devil and the evil spirit that I need to be a bad girl because there is nothing I've gotten from being a good girl. But you just need to know that being a bad girl, it will make you get what you want easier, but it will evaporate very quickly. But being a good girl, it takes time. It's a process for you to get what you want, for you to get that man who wants to invest in you. And that story actually taught me a lesson that you need to invest in you. Do the inner work, your personality. Invest in your personality. Someone will be attracted to that. Which brings me to the point. A high value man is not looking for a woman who has money. He's not looking for the money, because you know why? He already got the money. Have you ever realized that when a man has something, I mean, men are natural problem solvers. They don't want you to think about it because they already have it. They have solved the problem. They don't need you to come and solve the problem of the money. So these men out here who are looking for women who have money, they're actually men who do not have the money yet. So they want 50-50. But a man who actually understands that he's the provider already comes with the money, which is a high value man. He does not need a woman who has money. He needs a woman who is bringing in something different. When a high value man has spent all his days at work, he needs to come home to a vibe, to a personality, someone interesting. Men are looking for a woman who is interesting. So this is just my opinion. I'll be very glad if you let me know your opinion in the comment section on this high value man, high value woman in regards to money. A high value man wants you to bring spice into his life. That is where your mind comes in, your brilliance, your psychology. Your mind is a value. Why do people only focus to women who have money? And disclaimer, I'm not doing this video because I do not have money. I have money. I am not broke. So I'm doing this video as somebody who is not broke, so that nisisikie ati, oh, you're just justifying yourself. I'm not. I'm just worried at our generation which focuses on money as value. Yet money is not value. It is a fruit for your value. A high value man wants a woman who brings a different perspective of life, you know. He is busy at work getting the bag. He wants someone who has a different perspective of life. And you know, a high value man who is ready to invest in a woman will be ready to invest in your hobbies, in your talents, in your everything. For example, you might want to go for a salsa dance. That's my example, by the way. And you tell your husband, he will give you that money. At the end of the day, once you've learned that salsa, you are going to bring the spice into his life. A high value man will see the importance of investing in you because you're bringing it back to him. It is giving him the value. So when he's so tired of work and business all day, you're coming back home, and while you're cooking or he's watching you cooking, you're teaching him salsa moves. So you see, it's also going to benefit him as a person, even as he's investing in you. To identify a high value woman, you're not supposed to look at money, because that is not what women need. What you need in a woman is a woman who knows how to manage the money. Let me ask you, I'm sure if you're a guy and you're watching this video, you've had women who work ask you for favors of money. Why are they asking you for favors if they have money? You're supposed to look at the management of money, because that is what a woman needs to build a home, to become a homemaker. How is her spending habits? How is her saving habits? I think that is what you're supposed to look at in women, and not the fact that they just have a job, because they can have a job and yet they are spending the money. They do not know how to save, and how are they going to run a home if they do not know how to manage the money that you as a high value man you are making? I feel like men who are so concerned about women getting the bag and being independent are not high value men. That is just my opinion, because a high value man does not have the time to be looking at the bag of a woman if she's making money or not, because he already has it. He wants you to bring something different, you know. In order to identify a high value man, you are not supposed to look at the money. How much does this man make? Because money comes, money goes. Have you seen billionaires who end up being poor at the end of the day? Because money is not the value. You're supposed to look at how this man carries himself. You're supposed to look at his potential. You're supposed to look at the way he's moving his life. Is it in alignment with how he's going to make the money? And I know nowadays women don't like hearing at date potential. Look at the potential of a man, because of the excuse that the man will make the money and then leave you alone. That's why you're not supposed to date a man for long. You're not supposed to be staying there for years for the sake of a man and he has not committed to you, I mean made you their wives, you know. You're supposed to be cautious. And as women, we have the sixth sense, we have the intuition, we have the guts that can help us discover if a man has potential and see how they're working towards it. And do not date a man who has not realized this potential yet, because how no utapata you are taking care of them, you're nurturing them, because as women we are natural nurturers. We look at a man's potential potential, and because of our sixth sense we can identify that so fast. And once you get to see that, we nurture that. That's where you see behind every successful man there is a woman, because as women we help men nurture their goals, nurture their potential, nurture their visions. I am doing this video because lately I've started attracting high value men. Hey. And for a moment I started being insecure because the society says you need to have money or to be making money, and you know the process of making money is a process. So that's why I said a woman doesn't need to have money already before you marry her. You're supposed to look at how she manages it, because it's what men need. You don't need it. We want it. So I started being insecure, and I remember my friend, the one that I've told you the story time, I asked him, how do you see me? I got this from a book, actually a book that I read. I think it is The Element, or is it Defining Decade? I don't know, guys. I've just read a lot of books. And the writer was saying you need to ask people how they see you, because it is different on how we think people perceive us, and the energy we bring out is actually different. I remember my friend telling me that I've got brains, he likes how I think, my personality, he likes my vibe, he likes just how different I am from everybody. It gave me confidence, because I was like, it helped me ground myself and to center myself back to me and be like, so I'm not supposed to worry about what society says or social media says, that every woman has to have money, otherwise you are not valuable. So here is the end point of this video that I was making. Do not be deceived by the high value man, high value woman content, because it will make you focus on the wrong things. You start focusing on the money, getting the bag, and you forget how to work on your inner self, work on your traumas, work on your toxic traits, you know. So do not be deceived by the high value man, high value woman content. Define what high value is for you. Value is not money. Value is what is inside you. So when you meet a man who is willing to know you, who has made that step in knowing you, show them who you are. If you have healed, if you've worked on your personality, on your vibe, you're going to stand out, you're going to be unique. Instead of just focusing on the money, just show a man who you really are, because that is what will make you stand out. Nobody is like you, you know. I personally believe that a high value man will not be that shallow or surface level to look at money. Do you have the bag? You know, if a high value man, I believe, will look at who you really are, what is inside you, because the value is in you. Nobody can steal what is in you. Money can be stolen. Money comes and goes. Money flows. But the value you is the constant thing. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got the point out of it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about high value man, high value woman content? And I'm gonna see you on my next video. Bye. But before that, let's appreciate my makeup. I tried a natural look today, and I tried something that made my eyelashes stand out, and I'm like, kumbe, I have these big eyelashes. I love myself. Today we are in the vibe of Muslim babe. I love my makeup, y'all. I love my makeup. Book me to do your makeup.